M&G Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the UCF Knights and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
M&G Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. So TCU's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be brought. G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the UCF Knights and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the UCF head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Knights headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the delay, it's Payne. There he goes. The 50. He's inside the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's got 59 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Trying to establish the run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
You got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? From the gun, it's Payne. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Trying to barrel in. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fitted in the window for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his own 20. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. To the air, it's Barnett. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll give it to Watson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get... to the 39-yard line.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to their football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it. And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They're all over it. Still looking for a man. Unleashes one. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. dropping back. It's Barnett. The sure hands, it's Thomas.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's...
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the back. Needs it here on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, they had the matchup they wanted. They had the running back working one-on-one with the linebacker on that angle route, but he couldn't reel it in.
Long way to go on second down. Finds his target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Knights want to move quickly. He's looking to throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Snaps on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Small. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Horned Frogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
3rd and long right here. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play action on first down. Lets it fly. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Defense all over it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Drops back. It's Barnett. Touchdown, Knights! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, TCU! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The option, the keeper, didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes a grab deep. Off and running. Touchdown, UCF. Once he got some room, it was over.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Hits inside, it's Payne. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage.
He's going to let it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Sets his feet. It's Barnett. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Moving out to the right. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it down on the right side. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Aggies trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defense.
He's going to take a shot. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to run it. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He'll set up to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Out wide left, it's Payne.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Payne. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Quick completion on the out route. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Making the adjustment. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Third and long coming up. Sends it back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Got to make the play on fourth. Deep shot for the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Quarterback keep. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. And he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. Sucker to the ground.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Powers inside. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Punt is in the air on fourth down. searching for space. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll do it himself. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide right, it's Wade. Taken down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They actually lost a yard on that last completion. Now they'll try to convert on third down. To the air, it's Barnett. Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Knights will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for room. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Uh-oh, look out. He's past the sticks. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Wants to throw one first. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They were all over it.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Defense in press coverage. Hand off, Duke Watson running left. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Selling the fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Small. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Wants to throw. It's Craig. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
UCF 31, TCU 14.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Dumps it to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Soft spot in the middle. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see some...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Craig. He wants a big play here late. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Making the adjustment on the play. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting